Those are the two main inputs that you normally send in to vehicle just like to control it. A very simple model. So that is what I'm doing. I'm creating like the angular velocity and the linear velocity based on like one of these burdens that I have already mapped like in another file that I'll show you in a while. So axis linear, yeah. So that is all I'm doing here. Like I'm scaling those like these inputs to some like reasonable value that I'll be feeding to motors again, and that's it. That's it. Once I'm doing that, I'm simply publishing those messages to the Arduino, and Arduino is in the end Arduino is running a program that is simply reading that message and forwarding it to these two motors. That's it. So not much here apart from the fact that there are many constants that I have initialized at some other place. Like okay, yeah, let me show you where I have initialized those numbers for the sake of message. Not here. Just define message interesting, but which program is this? Yeah. Yeah, so this is where I have like defined all those variables that I was trying to access there. So these are the scaling constants that I have used, 300, 700. Why have you used them? Like I have tried to calibrate them. Like I've decided, okay, this is the velocity that is looking fine to me, sort of. So this motor can run to, like, I don't know the exact velocity, but in terms of numbers that I feed them, like from 0 to 1400, 0 means like up, just oppose that like maximum velocity in the reverse direction, and 1400 means maximum velocity in the forward direction. I have done some simple calculation there that okay, 700 is the base. Then if I want to rotate on one side, then I'm increasing the velocity of one motor on the positive side, another one on the like reverse side. So some like very weird and like wrong mathematics there just to achieve
unsigned integer.
So I'm not using unsigned. That will be like I don't like them for they can be like very hard to debug at times.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have seen like whenever I use unsigned, if by any chance you are like overflowing them, like you are thinking you have made it -1, and you are doing some comparison. So I have had places where unsigned can be like.
Or using sound, that's right.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah, of course. Right. So some parameters there. Again, I'm like so this parameter is mapping my joystick, like my joystick to some particular channel, like so some hardware configurations there essentially, right? So this at least is the one that I have selected. It is selecting my device input JS0. That is the name of my device on my system to dev channel. Like that is what it is saying. Like okay, dev is the name of that particular device. So some complexity there that is like something that you need not to like learn as such. You will like Google, like, okay, this is the problem, what should I do? And you will get across like this is the solution. Right?
One question, sorry for asking that question, but where are you invoking that function? I mean that file.
This file?
Launch.
Oh yeah. So when I'm running the program, right? So I started with the launch file. So okay, let me just. So when I'm doing like this command itself is invoking that. So it is launching that and it is reading that launch file and providing those configurations within my C++ file.
And how the file is linked to the main file?
Yeah, so ROS provides that functionality for us. Yeah. So that is what ROS is helping us with. Yeah. So yeah. So this was the main program. So now you can see like I have a program that is subscribing from one node and publishing on two nodes. One is the motor node, another one is that simulation that you guys saw, right? So you can have similar systems. Okay, so yeah, like this one, right? Yeah. And now let me just go to some other node. So this is should I ROS runs ROS serial by? Okay. So ROS provides us functionality to interface with Arduino itself. So this is what that program is doing. ROS serial Python, this is not something that I have written. That's why like ROS is so maybe like helpful to do a quick prototyping because it is already providing us a library to just talk to this Arduino. And so I can write an Arduino program from within the ROS, and it will like even write that like send that program to my Arduino. So that is a very fancy thing. Or else like this communication can be very dirty. Now,
So, sorry, one question. Do you need to make a special configuration in order to have that functionality in ROS? I mean, to
no, it's just
interface with,
it's just a library. It's nothing
Just a library.
special. Yeah, just a library. You will like so within ROS you have multiple like sub libraries. You can see you want lidar, you want like maybe a navigation thing. So every depending upon what functionality you want from within ROS, you will install that particular tool. You need not to have like all of ROS because there are many like ROS libraries that you will never use. There's a possibility of that. So
One more question, sorry. So, for example, if I want to control different sensors through ROS, do I need to invoke all those libraries in ROS? And then I need to add a special library for Arduino, which is going to be controlling the sensors? Or how can I add those? How can I add those libraries from those sensors to control those sensors?
so so you will be writing only one like program like within the ROS, and ROS will create like the executable for your Arduino.
But do I need a special libraries for those sensors? For example, if I want to control
You need to definitely know the like for this one, this motor have a communication protocol, right? So like this motor have a communication protocol, and like let me go into the program. So yeah, definitely I need to know the libraries associated with the final hardware pieces,
Yeah.
and you need to program that somewhere.
Okay.
If ROS is providing like U library associated with that hardware, that is also a possibility. ROS does that for many hardware pieces. If that is common enough, there is a very high chance that someone have already written something for you. But yeah, so choose hardware that is common enough, or else like you will write it for someone else. Right. So that's it. Yeah. Let me show you. So this is raw serial. Yeah. So yeah, this is okay. Water space. Okay, and here it is sketchbook. No, Arduino. Arduino is sketchbook. Oh boy. This the one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now you can see like how ROS like. So this is a program written for Arduino, but ROS have created a lot of that thing for me. Right, so I'm actually importing ROS made library. So this is a library that was created by ROS for me. This is the header file. This is like message interface that I showed you at that time. Like ROS create those message files in all the different languages that I want to program on. So ROS have created this file for me. I need not. Um, so once I have that message, like we have very similar architecture.
did you create a file or?
No, not the whole
Okay,
file,
okay,
only
okay.
this header file, only this header file. And then like this particular header file, Hercules, that's the header file of my motor. Right, so like I had to read through the communication protocol of this motor, so through the data sheet of this motor to just send, okay, what do I want to send and all, right? Yeah, so this is how I've done it. Like not the most optimal way I can think of, but yeah, a very good solution. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, any questions so far? Like any other questions maybe? Yeah. Alex, is that sufficient? I think, right? I don't know. It's like, yeah, I think might be like a little bit more but yeah, we can organize one more time to just.
Yeah, I think,
It's not very basic in nature, I think.
Do you have like a list of links that people can look at that help you learn all this
Yeah,
stuff?
that I can post.
Because like I had to compile so many different tutorials in order to understand what was going on.
Okay.
Like it was so.
I think yeah, that would be good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Like,
can post that.
yeah.
I have my own notes.
Yeah, if you can post
Yeah, go ahead.
what helps you the most. It's, like when you're starting off, it's so complicated, and
Yeah, that's true.
and even now, like I'll run into some issues that I just have no idea.
That's actually true. Yeah.
Maybe we can do a hands-on of this thing.
yeah.
Maybe, but
gotta
next time,
install.
yeah, so then next
gotta
time,
install.
if you could
Yeah, you need
put
to
up
install
something,
ROS. Yeah.
if you could put up something on the meter, like a description saying you need to install all these things, and
This is already like this basic thing is already on GitHub. So
it's already there. Really. So maybe you can put a link to the other thing.
Yeah, can you share the link to the presentation and the GitHub?
yeah, I'll do
And we have to figure out how to, I mean, we have to install it. He's using Melodic.
Yeah, I'm installing a virtual box now, so
Oh, so this code works on both.
Okay.
On at least because my laptop have kinetic, and this one have melodic. So that depends upon what OS you're using. I did not have any choice.
Okay.
18 does not support kinetic. At least not. I was not able to get it installed yet.
18, Ubuntu 18?
Oh, good.
Yeah, you have to run it in like a Docker.
Yeah. So yeah.
So it's,
I thought okay. This doesn't matter. I'll anyway moving to ROS 2 very soon. Maybe.
They're always compatible.
yeah, but there's always a way around it. It's just yeah, everything's just getting so complex.
I'll stop the stream.
Were there any viewer at all?
Dave
Well,
watched. Dave watched in Ann Arbor.
He sent me an email and he was like, yeah, mentioning, he's like, oh, I was sitting right next to you. And I was like, really? Because he heard me talking, I think. But it's saved though, right? Or is it just live streamed?
It does get saved.
Okay.
I mean, I can delete it.
You can remove the sections not important like normally.
I'm not gonna do all that.
I don't think anyone. There are many good tutorials of ROS better than this one. Of course,
No, this is good. I mean, there's so much information. You can only do so much in 2 hours to cover.
yeah, but it was pretty deep, like
Yeah.
overall.